Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to dive into Django template filters and see how they can be used to manipulate and display data in your Django template. We also go through a practical example using a simple project. First of all, before we dive into knowing on how to use Django template filters, let's understand what is Django template filters. Django template filters are simple functions that take a value, modify it, and return the result. They are used to alter the display of variables in Django templates. Filters are applied using the pipe character. Okay. So, first of all, before we learn to know the common Django template filters, let me take you through my project setup. I've set up a blog website. So first thing I did was to create a virtual environment, activated it, and then installed Django, created a blog website project. Inside that blog website project, I created a blog app, and you can see I've already defined my models. I have my models right here. You can see I have model posts with all these fields. I've also set up my views. Okay, so these are a complete functional blog website. I will leave a link in my description on how I created this entire blog website. I have also set up my templates, you can see. So, and then I have run my server. So let's see how this basic blog setup looks like. So let me go to my local host. So this is how it looks. It also has the backend. Let's log into the backend. Let's log into the backend. You can see we have the posts that we have already added. We can add one more post. Okay, you can say Django is the best. You can see I have also slugified my title. Okay, so the slug field is auto-populated from the title. We have the categories. You can create the categories. So for now I have only Django as my category. Then I have also integrated CK editor. Okay, these are very powerful editor. So let's add in some content. Then you can choose an image for that post, and then you can define the time of publish and also the status. We have draft by default, then you can change it to published so that it can appear on your browser. So let's save it. You can see now we have 3 posts. Now if we go to our front end, you can see the posts that we have added right here. Okay, so we are going to use this blog website to see some of the Django template filters in action. Okay, so having said that, let's go through some of the common template filters. Here are some of common used template filters. We have date, which formats are data according to a given format. We have upper, converts a string to uppercase. We have lower, converts a string to lowercase. Length returns the length of a string or a list. Joins a list with a string. And then we have default. We have default, provides a value if the variable is none or empty. We have truncates. We are going to use truncate because you can see we have a lot of content right here. We need to truncate this content. We also have the one called save. You can see in our content it is including our HTML tags, which is not recommendable because we are using this editor, so that is why it is not removing these template tags, HTML tags, I mean. So we are going to use save template tag to remove them. And then we have line breaks. The line breaks converts line break into a paragraph tags. There are so many more filters available. You can even create custom filters. We are also going to create a custom filter. Okay, having said that, having showed you my basic Django project, which is a blog post with a post model. You can see we have a post model. We have a post model right here. Yes, we have a post model. Okay, so we already set up our views and templates to display the blog posts. You can see I've already set up all this. You can see for posting posts, so that means we are looping through all the posts in our database and rendering them to our templates. So let's see some of Django template filters in action. So let's start with the upper. So let's convert our title into uppercase. So you can see it is in lowercase. Let's convert it to uppercase. Okay, so you can use this template filter, and we have said that template filter is added using a pipe character. So you have to start with a pipe character and then add upper. Okay, once we do this, we expect our post title to be in uppercase. Okay, so if I refresh this, you can see all of our post titles are in uppercase. Okay, so you can as well convert it to lowercase. Using lower filter. You can use lower filter. If we refresh this, you can see our titles are lowercase. Okay, the next thing we need to do, let's use the save template filter to remove these HTML tags. If you have integrated an external editor, you may experience these. So to remove these HTML template tags, which is for now it is displaying paragraphs, so we need to use the save. Okay, so you add the pipe and then say save. Okay, once we do save, it will remove all those HTML template tags. It will remove all those HTML template tags. So refresh, you can see we don't have those HTML template tags anymore. We also need to truncate all these content to a certain length of words. Okay, so that it looks professional. Okay, so to do that, you need to use truncate words. Okay, truncate words, and then specify the amount of words or a number of words that you want it to be displayed. Right, so to do that, let's truncate it. Let's say you use truncate words 20. So this means that we want to show only 20 words. Okay, so if I refresh, these long paragraphs will not be there. You can see it has truncated all that content into that 20 words. Okay, we also let's use the date filter to filter this date into specific formats. Let's say we want to have the month, the date, and the year. Let's remove the time. Okay, so we can do that as well. You can go to your date. We are using publish. Remember, in our models we had defined publish is a date time field. So publish, yes, we have publish right here. You can see this one. Publish is a date time field, which is using a default one, which is a time zone .now. Okay, so we can change how it looks by using a date filter. So you can say date and then put your colon, then open brackets, open quotations, okay, and say and give in your format. From here, want to start with F, J, and then the year. Okay, so FJ, this will be the month, this will be the name of the month, and then the year is the last. So let's refresh and see. Note how it is looking right now. When I refresh, you can see we have August 5, 2024. Okay, August date 5, 2024. It looks nice. Okay, so in our template here, we have used few filters. We have used upper. I've shown you upper how it works. We have used the lower. We have used truncate words to limit the content of words to 20 words. We have used save, this one right here, save, to remove any HTML tags in our content, which is body. As you can see, the titles are changed from uppercase to lowercase and everything you saw in action. Now we want to dive into on how to create custom filters. Okay, custom filters. So sometimes the built-in filters are not enough and you may need to create custom filters. Let's create a custom filter to convert text to a title case. Title case is when the word starts with a capital. Okay, so for example, in our case here we have all of them are displayed in small cases, but we want it to be displayed in title case, whereby each word starts with a capital letter. So we are going to create that custom filter. Okay, so to create that custom filter, you have in your application, for me it's a blog app where you have your models, your views, all of these things. Inside that app, that is where you want to create a new folder called template tags. Inside that template tags, you need to initialize a file, so that will tell Django treat this folder as a Python package. Okay, so let's initialize it. Say init.py, and then now inside that folder again, inside this folder we want to create our custom filters. So let me say custom filters py. Okay, so inside the custom filters.py, let's import template from Django. So from Django import template. Okay, let's register that template to the library, and now let's register our filter and let's give our filter a name. Let's call it title case, so that will be our filter name. And then let's define our function title case. Okay, so title case is taking in a value and converting that value into title. Okay, so So each word will start with a capital letter. Okay, once you have done this, go to your template and load these custom filters. So in our template right here, I'm going to load those custom filters. So I'm going to load it. Say load custom filters. You have to load your filters before using them. Okay, say custom. Load custom filters, and now we are going to use that filter we had created. The filter name is title case. Okay, so we want to alter our titles, our post title, to use the title case. Okay, so you can confirm right now if I refresh. Oh, sorry, why is it not working? So custom filters, template tags. Okay, let me close this. Clear. Template tags, we have loaded our custom filters, and now let us use that custom filters we had created. We had created this custom filter title case, so let's use it in our title. Okay, so you can see we are using lower, but let's use title case. Let's now run the server. Python manage pure server, and then let us go to our app. Okay, so you can see Django starts with a capital letter, E starts with a capital letter, V starts with a T capital, best starts with a P, and all applies. Okay, so as you can see, the titles starts with capital letters. Okay, you saw how we converted our dates nicely, and also our content has been truncated nicely. You can see we have these 3 dots which signals that there is more of this. So to see more of this content, you have to click there and read everything. Okay, so we just truncated the first 20 words of this post content, right? And then we have added the title case to our titles, right? So the takeaways that I want you to take once you create a custom filter is you create a template inside your app, and that you create a folder inside your app. That folder, make sure to initialize it to tell Django Python treat this folder as a Python package by adding this file, which is always empty. You don't have to do anything in it. And then create your custom files with your custom filters inside, and then go back to your templates and ensure to load those custom files, and now you can use them, right? Okay, so that is something that you need to understand. Django template filters are powerful tools that can help you format and display data in your templates effectively. We've covered some common filters and even created a custom one. I hope this video helps you and you understand how to use template filters on your Django project. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to my channel for more Django tutorials. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.